Hello and welcome back to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. So, as I have been spending lots and lots of time going to the junkyard looking for Mercedes cars, I accumulated, while I was there, I bought pretty much every other, even remotely desirable car that I came across, with the effect of buying, I practically filled up my parking with junk cars that need to be repaired. I did acquire all of the various Mercedeses, which is what I wanted, but I have about 8 floors full of junk cars at this point. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to fix all of them. I may just cosmetically fix up some of the more expensive ones and flush them out of here. But these ones I did do. So I want to sell these, and I have some other cars that I finished that I'm going to pull out and sell, so you guys can see the ones that I have done. These are all Plymouth Barracudas. I found 4 of them, and these are all of them. All of them have the except for this one. This one, the factory color was yellow. And since the factory color on that one was yellow, I decided to do this one in the color that it came in, which was this light blue. I also changed all of the most of the wheels. This is a different wheel than this car comes standard with the rim Atlanta, which is that one over there on the gold one. And this one also had the Hemi graphic on it when it came from the junkyard, so I went ahead and put it back on it. The rim Atlanta is the standard rim. These rims are different. This is one of the classic ones, I forget which. This one is kind of a lime green, sort of a lime green yellow, something to that effect. And I changed that wheel as well, chromed them as well. This one actually kind of inadvertently came out looking like the car that Chris Hart almost got himself killed in. Because I looked up a picture of his Kevin Hart. That's what I meant to say, not Chris Hart. Who the hell is, I don't even know who that is. Kevin Hart had a purplish Barracuda that he almost got himself killed in, letting someone else drive the car. And this car kind of looks like that. But let's get rid of these. They're all about $114,000, except for one of them. Let's see, this is 114. I think this one back here was also 114. Yeah. And then this one here is, yeah, they're all 114 with a little bit of variation in the last part, except for this one here, which is 180,000. I don't know why in particular, because they're all built the same way, unless the mileage is significantly lower to make this car. Let's see, 114 versus 180. That's what, $66,000 more for this car? Anyway, this car I bought at the auction house. This is a Mercedes 500E. I bought it at the auction house, and it came with the body, frame, and interior at 100% already. The parts were all thrashed. I have gone through and redone all the parts. All the running gears are new. The exhaust is all new. You'll notice there's no engine in it. It's because the engine is over there on the rack. And my plan here is to take this engine apart, rebuild it with performance parts, since they've added performance parts for this model now that weren't in the game when they first rolled out the Mercedes DLC. But we'll come back to that in a second. What I need to do, you may remember, if you watched the last episode, that I had a whole bunch of Ford GT40s sitting here. I actually had 4 of them in my parking. Oh, let's see, that's mine. This red one is mine. And where did the others go? I have so much stuff. I can't believe I bought so many cars. Here's another GT40, and there's one. In fact, I think I may even have incurred some lag in the game by buying so many cars. Let's see, there's the green one. And there's one more in here somewhere. Let's see. I got like 6 Bugatti Chirons, which just kills me. I got 2 Lamborghini Centenarios. I got 2 Lamborghini Countachs, which is good because I want to do one of those. I got 2 Jeep Wranglers as well, which is also good because I haven't done a Wrangler for the channel yet. I got 2 Bugatti Veyrons. I got 2 Ferrari F40s, 1 Porsche 959. I got a Chevy Nomad. I got the stock Chevy Nomad, which is one I've been looking for. Porsche Carrera GT. I just got a whole bunch. I got like 3 SRT Hellcats. There's the other F40. I think I got 2 or 3 Dodge Chargers. I got like 5 or 6 Roadrunners. I got at least 2 of these Dodge Rams. Let's see. There's another Roadrunner. And I got like 5 GT350s. And I think I got 3 of the DLC Mustangs. 3 or 4. I got at least a couple of these Ford F-150s. A couple of Porsche 911s. Where is... I thought I had a 4th GT40. This floor has mostly cars. I think this floor has all cars that are complete, except for that Roadrunner. And I've got an extra DB5 in here somewhere. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all. I had this GT40 right here is the one that I built for my own collection. You can tell because it's red. I think that's all. I know I had 4 GT40s, but I think I sold one already. So these need to get out of here. This one is $240,000, $241,000. And this one is only $160,000. And this one is $160,000. So one of those 3 cars was $240,000. The other ones were both $160,000, which is, I don't really understand how the game figures out its costs of things. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to move it to the lift. So now I have to find it again. Where did it go? There it is, right there. Okay, so what I want to do as well is find... There is another Mercedes. The last Mercedes that I haven't actually done, which is like the I forget what it's called, but it's the long. This Pagoda is one of the ones I've already done, but I'm going to do it again because now that they have performance parts for it, I want to do it again. Which floor was that in? Was it here? Okay. Got an SRT 10. Ford F350. This is good too because I wanted to do an F350 side by side with the F150 because I think the F150 is a shorter bed than the 350, and I want to see if it's true. Let's see. There's another SRT. Let's see. This is a Gullwing, and this is a Gullwing. I found 2 of them. That was this, no, that was this floor. Because that one is still there. I'll leave that there for the moment. Where the heck is that? I was sure I found the long-nosed Mercedes. I forget, it's like the Mercedes AMG or something silly. Looking. That one was in parking level 7. I paid attention that time. Roadrunner. I'm going to have to pull all these Roadrunners out of here, too. Well, maybe I don't have one. I thought for sure I had the last Mercedes, but I guess I don't. Well, that's fine. So, the 300 Gull Wing is this is good because I want to do one of these again because they didn't have performance parts before. Now they do. Same thing with the Pagoda. I want to do this one again as well. But what I really want to do now is get the engine for this thing rebuilt. And so we're at $44,000 right now. And we'll see what we get when the engine is all taken apart and put back together. Oop. It has clips on it. Come on, you. And we will go through and replace everything with performance parts. Everything that is available to be replaced anyway. So we need to buy coils and spark plugs and a fuel filter. I could see all of those things. What about camshafts? Whoops. Okay, here we go. So, air filters, camshafts, engine heads, manifolds, fuel rail, intake manifold, and throttle. So a lot of that stuff we just took off we can already flush. Okay, hopefully the rest of that stuff we'll be able to repair. Take these off and throw them away. Oil filter can go. Okay, so this is going to have to come out. I'll bet these shoes are not going to be repairable either. And does it have... oh, it does. Oh, there's 4 camshafts. That means I'm going to need to go buy a couple more. Okay, let's pause and go through this stuff. One A and 2 Bs. So there's a fan pulley for this thing. So there was a water pump pulley, crankshaft pulley, fan pulley. There we go. $12, $13, $14, $15, $16. 16 of these things. Oh yeah, we're undoubtedly going to need these cam gears. I want to get an alternator. I don't know if radiator fans are repairable. I have to find out. What do I need for cam gears? There's a bunch of them. So, 2 B's, 2 A's, and a C. Timing shoe A, B, B, 2 A's and 2 B's. Get these belts as well, and I'm going to need those. And I don't need these heads because I've already bought new ones. Power steering pump, probably going to need. Certainly going to need anyway. So the rest of this stuff might be repairable. Alright, we've completely stripped this thing down. So let's get our pistons and spark plugs, our pistons and rings rather. Okay, so if we get lucky now, everything else will be repairable, and then we won't have to buy anything else. Yeah, I was thinking we didn't get everything, but we got most of it. The air filter stuff and this whatever this arm is. That's not too bad. And they're all right here, so there was 2 of these, 1 of these, and this thing. And that should be everything that we need. Did I buy an oil filter? I don't think I did. Nope, I didn't. Okay, now we're set. So this will be a brand, I mean, it's going to be mostly refurbished, but it's also going to be upgraded in every way that we possibly can. We were able to repair all the caps. That's kind of gratifying for once. That's a wacky oil pan. Sticks way out like that. I don't know if that's a good idea for it to stick out that far down so low. Seems like it's begging to get hit with a rock or something. Got the nice shiny new throttle in there, and you won't be able to see it when everything is on top of it. I was enjoying putting things on here until the camshafts went in. And now it's like, okay, start bolting these things on. Doing camshaft caps is like, seriously, the most tedious thing in the world. I don't know why. I mean, for some reason, it doesn't bother me near as much. Like when you're putting the pistons in and you're putting on the rod caps. I mean, there's eight rod caps, right? Because there's 8 cylinders with 8 pistons. And here there's 8 camshaft caps on each side, which is 16 camshaft caps. But still, it just seems more tedious to do this. Especially when you know that they're engines that have, you know, instead of having caps, they like use the head cover as part of what holds the camshafts in place. Or they have rocker arm assemblies, although this is a DOHC engine, so it doesn't have valves. Or at least it doesn't have, correction, it doesn't have overhead valves. There we go, now we got the front of the engine buttoned up. I love how they bolt down the coil cover there. It's like, you are not messing with the ignition coils. It looks a whole lot better, all cleaned up. Well, actually, this is a new part. It's not cleaned up. Everything else is cleaned up. But the air filter, all the air filter stuff had to be new. So the belts, the last roller, and the fan, and we are done. Let's take a look at it here. Everything seems to be in place. Don't think I have left anything off. Or at least there's nothing. There's no silhouette. There's no silhouettes jumping out at me. So yeah, I like how the fan is off center there. Okay, it's all set. Let's take it off and find my engine crane. I hit the wrong thing. I don't really need to move it though. I mean, when I move this car, it would reset the port position anyway. So where is... there it is. I love how the oil thing is hidden there. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Look at that. The air filter cover is red. It's not going to let me fill the oil. That's kind of unique. Actually, it is unique. I can't think... I mean, there's other cars. There's no clip there. There's other cars that the oil fill plug is pretty hidden, but you can still get at it. This is the first one I've seen where the oil fill plug is hidden and you can't get at it. So now we have to put all this stuff back on. And I missed a clip back there somehow. Glad I spotted that now rather than after we get the transmission and everything put in, and then I look at the status and it says the car's parts status is 97% or something because of one clip. I also painted the rims on here, but I did them kind of like a gunmetal rather than really bright shiny chrome. I think it looks all right with this car. And this should make us 100% once that drive shaft is in. Let's see. Yep, 100% across the board. Excellent. So now we can test it out and see what all those performance parts do to the what the performance parts do to the performance. Yes. In the dictionary under redundant, it says see redundant. What are we starting with anyway? 326. I would imagine we should get over 500 easily. Well, that's disappointing. Only 487. That's like 161 points, 161 horsepower gain. It is a four-door sedan, though. It's not like a race car. I want to move this car over here. There. A little bit of organization. So let's take a look inside here. Look at the wood paneling between the seats. Battery inside the trunk. This is the red that it came with too. I didn't paint it this way, but you know me. If it's red, I'm happy with it. The detailing inside here is really good. I mean, look, you can even see on the back of the seat there's like a pocket for stuff. I don't know what you call that. And I think this is the only car I've seen where they actually model that, where they have the pouch on the back of the seat for your kids in the back seat to stick their coloring books and whatnot. Got wood paneling in here too. I wonder if it's faux veneer or something. I'm trying to read that gauge there. This gauge right here above and to the right of the steering wheel. Not sure what that is intended for. This is an automatic transmission, but we put a clutch and everything in it, of course. And it's got, I guess this is like an 80s vintage kind of vehicle. I mean, it's got a radio in it, and it's not like an old school radio. It's got buttons instead of dials. But I don't know. I'm not familiar with this model. I don't know anything about Mercedeses, per se. Okay, now let's drive it and see what it behaves like. Okay, here we are. Oh, and it's very, very pretty. I like it a lot. I may have to look at it in the paint shop just to see what color combination this is to get this red. Let's see how fast it goes. We should be able to keep it in a straight line fairly easily. It's not an exorbitant amount of horsepower. Looks like it's drifting a little bit to the left. And I just steered to the left. Come on. I imagine we'll probably top out around 150. Maybe not. 160? Can we get 170? No. I bet we could easily get 170 or more with the gear ratio. Okay, I'm good with that. Let's get out of here. Okay, here we go. I want to put it in the paint shop real quick because I just want to see what numbers it has to get this color. Oh, okay. It's not too different from what I do. I wonder if it. Yeah, it comes out exactly the same. Usually I turn this down a little bit, or even a little bit more. Go down to like 75. Gives it a 75 is a good rich color. 85 is more like Ferrari color. And this is, yeah, okay, that's no big. That's easy to do. Okay, let's go ahead and sell this thing. No. I cannot click on the right option. So we're looking at probably, let's see, 105,000. So yeah, not super valuable, but this is like the 8th car I've sold today for at least $100,000, and it's the least valuable of all of them. So I've made probably $900,000 today. No, probably not that much. Between 8 and 900,000. Okay. So that's done. I want to take a quick look in here again. Because I was sure I had that one Mercedes, that other Mercedes. And I can't believe I don't have it in here somewhere. I got 2 Mustang Mach 1s. I think I'm going to do one of those. I did do a Mach 1 for the channel before, but my volume was messed up on that video. So I'd kind of like to do one again so I can do it properly. Yeah, everything in here is good, is already done. And everything that's on parking level 0 is all complete. I guess I didn't. I swore I could have sworn I had the other Mercedes, but apparently, because these are the 300 and whatever this thing is, the 240, I think. Mercedes-Benz W. Did they change this? Didn't it say something like 240E, or is that on the trunk lid? I think it's on the trunk lid. But anyway, this is one of this one. That's 3. The 2-door sedan that I had 2 of in here. That's 4 different models. There's a 5th one. That's I really don't want to buy any more cars because I think I have incurred a certain amount of lag by buying so many cars. But I'm gonna go look and see if maybe we can find one of that other Mercedes or the Bentley T Series. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. This looks like a Porsche Panamera. Yep. And that looks like another Shelby over there. Or no, that's the Salem Spectre, I think. Yep. I may have to go in and delete some mods, because I think I'm getting... I mean, I have downloaded quite a few mods. That's a Mach 1. Or no, this is a mod. This is the modded Mach 1. And I did this car. What's over here? Another Mustang. This is the Cobra. Yeah. Porsche 914. This is like a police Diablo. Yep. I was thinking I needed to delete some mods in order to make room for other cars to show up, because I keep finding cars in the junkyard that are mod cars over and over. This, I think, is the Typhoon. Yeah. This is a nice looking car, but it's disappointing in terms of value. So that's all we got. Let's go back. I have some cases. Maybe we'll try our luck on a barn find. Look at that. That's a plus quality part for a Mercedes right there. That's a clutch, I think, for like a V10. No, it's not. Mercedes SLS. That's the other car. I swear I found one of those, and for some reason, maybe it was one in the auction house. Because the auction house has been laggy as hell for me lately. I go in the auction house and I try to bid on something, and it just is so laggy. It's terrible. I think I have like, yeah, let's do this one. Clean up my inventory, get it back to where I like to have it. Okay, so here we are in the barn. I see like a Diablo and a Porsche 356. Let's find the case. There it is. Okay, so what are you? 356? Outlaw. Yeah. There's another car over there. And this is... No, it's not a Diablo. This is a... Oh, yes, it is a Diablo. Okay. And this is like a Chieftain. Okay, this is kind of a bust. Let's get out of here. Okay, and we'll open this case. Probably be the end of things. Yep. What are you? An air filter? No, it's a head. There's a plus quality part for a Mercedes right there. And a plus quality part for a T-Series. It's even a plus quality performance part. Okay, so let's go, and then let's just hit the auction house real quick. Yeah, I went to the. I'm not sure that recorded properly, so I went to the, just in case it didn't. I went to the auction house. There was a Mercedes 300 SL in there, which of course I don't need because I have two of them sitting here, and there wasn't anything else. I really want to go to the Junkyard one more time. So let's go out there. Okay, here we are out here. And there's even less this time. There's a, what is that? That looks like a 355, Ferrari 355 sitting over there. Yep, and another Lamborghini something, Huracan. Are there really only two cars in this junkyard? Oh, here's a, what are you? I should recognize this. Is it another McLaren? It is. Holy smokes. Okay, I'm buying it. At least this is going into the garage. That's only the second one of those I have ever seen in the whole time I've been playing the game since I downloaded the mod. Wow. It's unreal. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, so I'm still looking for two cars. I haven't found the Bentley T-Series that I want, and I still am looking for the Mercedes SLS. And we have at least we have these cars that we can do. And since, like I said before, since they didn't have performance parts originally and now they do. Look at that engine block. That engine block is perfect. Like, everything attached to it is messed up, but the engine block is fine. So bizarre. I want to see too if they fixed the issue with the rocker arms on this thing. Actually, I wonder if they added a performance air filter for this thing. Yep, this is all stuff that wasn't here before. Oh, I can't wait to do that. Look at that thing. That looks cool. A. Well, what I'll probably do with these cars is do the cosmetic stuff on them, get them all nice and pretty, and then actually record doing the engines, because the engine hopefully will be different, since that, well, you saw the performance parts that were in there, because the first time I worked on these cars, those didn't exist, and now they have them. So at least the car will be a better performer. This car is still weird looking. What are they? Yeah, I can probably search for Pagoda and get the body put back on it. Is it just me, or it looks like the turn signal is integrated inside the headlight? Is that what that is? Up there above the headlight, inside that inside the lens there? That's what it looks like to me. I like how the passenger side door doesn't rate a rear view mirror. Yeah, 280. That's what the trunk lid said. 280 SL. Oh, for frick's sake, come on. Sometimes the tools are so fiddly. You got to hit them at the right angle to get them to actually get the tool menu. So where are we at now? 100%, $24,000. It's got a stripe on it, and the stripe goes inside. You know what? I want to see, because it has that panel inside the car on the dash that is the same color. It has this panel here that's the same color as the body of the car. I want to see if I paint it some other color. In fact, let's do like that other Mercedes was. Oh, I see. So it's got the black stripe with the Mercedes logo. If it just had the black stripe, I would go with it. So let's see if it does. This panel inside here is the same color as the body of the car. Well, that thing looks a hell of a lot better now than it did a minute ago. It still looks like you got to watch The Amazing World of Gumball and look at the cars driving around in that show, because the cars in that show look like they were heavily inspired by this car. They got the same long, low, rectangular body with this sort of tacked-on cab on top of it. It just looks really. It doesn't even look like a real thing. I'm used to seeing the cars on that show, and that's what this makes me think of when I look at it. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. I'm just kind of faffing about looking for stuff to do now since I finished my other car, and I don't have the other Mercedes that I thought I had. So, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again for our next Junkyard adventure. And I'm still counting these as Junkyard pickups because all these cars came from the Junkyard. So, on that note, bye for now.